Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Frank. Today we're going to talk about past tense verbs. Okay, so let's start. There are 4 verb tenses that we're going to cover today. Those 4 tenses are the past simple, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Okay, so let's start by reading a short text as an example for you. Just read along first. Yesterday, I went to the library. I left my house at 3 p.m. While I was walking there, it started to rain. By the time I arrived, my friend had already left. She had been waiting for me for half an hour before she gave up and went home. Okay, if we look at this here, you'll see that there are some verbs that have been underlined. Those are the 4 verb types, although there are 2 past simples. Okay, so left and arrived are past simple verbs. Was walking is past continuous. Had already left is past perfect. And had been waiting is past perfect continuous. There are some other verbs here like gave up and went home, but I didn't mark all of them. Just an example of each, and there's a reason I marked 2 past simples, okay? Now, the best way to maybe visualize this, to see this, is by looking at a timeline of these events. If we want to mark the beginning of this timeline, we'd say 3 p.m., because 3 p.m. is here. That's the time that I left my house. And we know that this timeline will end when I arrive. Okay, so by the time I arrived, that's the end of this story, basically. So the beginning of the story, we have when I left my house, and we know the time, so I know I left my house at 3 p.m., and I know that I arrived sometime whenever the end of the story is. So let me read it one more time and let's fill in this timeline. I left my house at 3 p.m. While I was walking, it started to rain. Okay, so we have a past continuous here. This is an action that's lasting for some time. And the reason that I'm using past continuous to describe that I was walking is because while I was walking, it started to rain. So in the middle of me walking, it started to rain. Next one. By the time I arrived, my friend had already left. Okay, we don't know when my friend left. We don't know. So we use past perfect to say that it happened before I arrived, but I don't know when. Okay. So one more time, by the time I arrived, so that means sometime before, my friend had already left. Okay, could have happened here, could have happened here, could have happened here. We don't know. Maybe she left 2 minutes before I arrived, or maybe she left way before. Okay, she had been waiting for me for half an hour. All right, again, we have a past perfect, this time past perfect continuous, and we could say she had been waiting for half an hour sometime before I arrived. We don't know when exactly. And that's before she gave up and went home. Gave up and went home happened after I had been waiting, or she had been waiting. But do we know when she went home? We don't know. Maybe she gave up and went home right before I left, like this, or right before I arrived, sorry. Maybe I arrived and she had given up and gone home 2 minutes before. Or maybe it was closer to after I started walking and before it started to rain. Maybe she gave up then. Or we really don't know. Maybe she left before before I left the house. Maybe she had been waiting for a long time and I was sleeping. And then I left the house, but she had already gone home. All right, we don't know. We don't know. So there are times when we're not giving exact time. And that's exactly when we can use past perfect and past perfect continuous. Because if you remember from other lessons of mine, we use past simple when we give specific time in the past. So when do we use these four tenses? Let's just look at the four uses and some keywords for each one. So past simple is used for completed actions, and usually these are actions that we know exactly when they happened, like at 5 o'clock, yesterday, 2 weeks ago, we know when. Past continuous is for actions in progress in the past. So this is like present continuous, something that's happening now, but this is past continuous, which was happening in the past. Past perfect, we use this before another past action. So when we have one past action and we want to say something that happened before that past action, we would use past perfect for the thing that happened before that. Past perfect continuous, this is an action ongoing up to another past action. Again, I have a past action. I want to talk about what happened before that past action. We can use past perfect continuous to state something that was ongoing before that other past action. Here we have some keywords that are used with each of these. So with past simple, you might use yesterday, last week, in 2010, ago, like 2 hours ago, then, or when. With past continuous, we might use words like while, when, as, all day, or at that moment. With past perfect, you might see some keywords like already, before, after, just, or by the time. And with past perfect continuous, we might use words like for, since, how long, before, and until. It's important to notice that with past continuous and past perfect continuous, we are focused on how much time or the length of time that that action was happening. So we use words like for or since or how long because we want to focus the sentence on how much time. Like she had been studying for 5 hours. I'd been traveling for 2 days. Okay, the focus of those sentences is the time that I was doing that action. Now, it's important to note that these different verb tenses rely on each other. What do I mean by that? I mean that when we use past continuous, we usually use it with a past simple verb. When we use past perfect, we usually use it with a past simple verb. And when we use past perfect continuous, the same. We usually use it with a past simple verb. So you always need the past simple verb to show the time, and then you use past perfect, past continuous, and past perfect continuous to show what happened before or during that time. So let me show you how we use these verbs together. Here is past continuous and past simple together. I'll just read these examples. I was cooking dinner when the phone rang. She was walking home while her brother was playing football in the park. They were watching TV when suddenly the lights went out. He was reading quietly as the children played outside. We were driving through the city when we saw an old friend on the street. Notice we're using past continuous at the beginning and then a word like when, while, or as, and then a past simple verb. In this one, in number 2, we're mixing two continuous. So we're saying two things happening at the same time. She was walking home while her brother was playing football. So two things happening. Now, past perfect and past simple, when they work together, we might use some words like already, before, by the time, or after. So she had already eaten dinner when he arrived. He had finished his homework before he went out with his friends. By the time the movie started, they had left the cinema. We watched the game only after we had cleaned the house. And I met her in Paris, but I had seen her once before at a conference. Again, we have these key words here that tell us how we're structuring the order of time and which verb tenses we're using. And finally, past perfect continuous and past simple. Remember, this is for something that's ongoing up to a past point. She had been studying for 3 hours before the exam began. He'd been waiting at the station for half an hour when the train finally arrived. They had been arguing all morning, but they finally stopped when the teacher entered the room. I had been working at that company for 5 years before I finally quit. We were exhausted because we had been practicing football all day before the match started. All right, we've got some key words again: before, when, all morning. Okay, we use those together with these verb tenses. Now, let's read some examples, and I'd like you guys to just read the example and do what I did at the beginning of this video, which is try to draw a timeline showing what verbs happen before or after others. So I'll do the first one for you. This short paragraph is at the train station. Last Friday at 7 p.m., I arrived at the train station. My friend was standing near the platform, waving at me. She had already bought the tickets before I got there. She had been waiting for 20 minutes. And if I drew that on a timeline, it would look something like this. 7 p.m. is here. I arrived at 7 p.m. My friend was standing near the platform when I arrived. She had already bought the ticket, so sometime before I got there. And she had been waiting for 20 minutes. So from the moment I arrived, if we go back in time 20 minutes, that's how much time she had been waiting. All right. I'll read the next one and you try to draw the timeline. During a party, on Saturday night, we went to a birthday party. People were dancing and laughing when we walked in. The host had prepared all the food earlier that afternoon. He had been cooking since the morning to make sure everything was ready. Okay, and the next one. At school. Yesterday morning at 9 a.m., the teacher started the lesson. Some students were still talking when she began. A few of them had forgotten to do their homework. They had been playing video games late the night before instead of studying. Okay, so please try to draw the timelines. It should make sense with what we've studied already. Okay, it's quiz time. So let's see how you do with these 10 questions about mixing past tenses. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Hope you learned something, and bye-bye.